Have you ever wondered why some people work their entire lives and remain poor, while others start from nothing and become truly wealthy? Today, I want to share with you a lesson that seems incredibly simple, yet forms the foundation of all wealth, a lesson from Arkad, a man who was once poor, but later became the richest man in Babylon. Arkad was not a genius. He had no special advantages. He was just a scribe, working hard every day, just like many of us. But there was one thing that made him different: he began to ask questions.
How can I become rich?
Keep 1/10 of all you earn.
That question led him to a moneylender named Algamish. And from that encounter, he received a short piece of advice, one that changed his life forever. It sounds simple, doesn't it? Yet that very simplicity is what most people fail to follow. We earn money, and then we spend it. We tell ourselves we will save when we earn more. But the truth is, if you cannot keep money when you earn little, you won't keep it when you earn more. Arkad began with a very small action. He kept 10% of his income. Not when it was convenient, but right from the start. And that small action changed the way he saw money. For the first time, he was no longer working just to spend, he was working to build wealth. But the journey was not smooth. After saving a small amount, Arkad made a mistake. He invested his savings based on advice from a brickmaker, someone who knew nothing about gold. And as a result, he lost everything. This leads us to the second lesson. Saving alone is not enough. You must understand money before you let it work for you. This mistake did not break Arkad. Instead, it taught him something deeper: money does not reward the impatient, it rewards the disciplined and the informed. From that moment on, he continued to save. He continued to learn. He remained disciplined, and slowly, his purse was no longer empty. Most of us are hard-working individuals. At the beginning of the month, we work tirelessly, then receive our salary mid-month, spend recklessly for a few days, and convince ourselves that it is a well-deserved reward. But have you ever noticed, after those short luxurious days comes another long stretch of hard work, waiting again for the next payday? That cycle is not something we fail to see, it's something we choose to ignore. And then, what happens next?
What? After all that work? We have nothing.
The most important takeaway from this story is not the number 10%. It is the mindset. You must pay yourself first, you must turn saving into a habit, not a choice. And you must understand that wealth is not built through sudden leaps, but through small, consistent actions repeated over time. If today you feel like money keeps slipping through your fingers, perhaps you don't need to earn more immediately, you simply need to start keeping a small portion, because that is the very first step. From working for money, to having money work for you. Remember, Arkad did not change his life overnight. He simply started, with one small decision. He kept a portion of his income, consistently month after month, year after year, and slowly, that small amount began to grow. Not through luck, but through knowledge and wise investment decisions. When money began to work for him, his life started to change. He was no longer bound by a monthly paycheck, but began to take control of his own financial future, and that is the true difference, not in how much you earn today, but in how you keep it and make it grow for tomorrow. So, what do you think is the most important lesson we learned today? Leave your answer in the comments below, and if you found this valuable, don't forget to follow the channel so you won't miss more insightful financial lessons. See you in the next videos. Thank you, and see you next time.